Right, English practice with me, with my terrible English. I don't think there's any introduction that I could make that would make it any easier. So we are just basically gonna jump straight into the replay. Zenio versus an unknown Korean player that is supposedly Flash, but it's not confirmed. So I'm not going to hold my horses on this one. So yeah, we are going to start in like in 5 seconds when this replay starts. I'm Zed. You can watch me on my YouTube and everything. Right, English practice. This is something I haven't done in quite a few weeks. So I'm kind of anxious as to how will it turn out. But anyway, this is supposedly Flash, so I'm just gonna call him Flash, alright? I don't know if this is the real Flash or maybe some imposter or someone got mistaken or something. But yeah, the guys on Gosu Gamers said this was Flash, so I'm just gonna say it's Flash. Liquid Zenio on the top right in the top right corner position, playing as a blue Zerg against the red Terran Flash. Master of the StarCraft Brood War or something like that. Anyway, TVZ on Cloud Kingdom. I really like TVZs on Cloud Kingdom. I actually really start to like Cloud Kingdom because not only it's a map that where you can easily defend, and by that I mean you're natural, and you can also easily attack. I mean, I understand that there are really some choke points that you don't want to pass through when your enemy is near you, but I really started to like this map after a few games, after Intel Extreme Masters, after some other big tournaments that have taken place. There are some maps that players won't like, and I believe that the Cloud Kingdom Daybreak and maybe one or two other maps are the maps that are disliked the least. It's not like say Atlantis Spaceship, which a lot of players do not like. It's not like what's the other map? Antigua Shipyard, that quite a few players said that they don't like playing on it. Don't really favor this map. I'm kind of sympathetic to that because when you go on Antigua Shipyard and you draw the game into the late game stage, you kinda can't catch your map, can't catch your fort base, especially as a Zerg. I believe that it becomes a significant problem. I think Terran players are the least hurt on this map. But anyway, Zenio starts with a 15 hatch. We also have a spawning pool extractor already being built. So this is not going to be a say a 4-queen build with no gas until 45-50 supply, with some spine crawlers and evolution chambers perhaps to block off the entrance. And I'm particularly interested in what this Terran will do, who is supposedly Flash, in that, you know, this is quite a fast expansion, 1 racks expand. From this player, we already have 2 refineries, working on gathering more gas with 6 SCVs, which is the optimal amount in them. So right now we are going to see the factory be erected, probably near the barracks. So this kind of looks like the standard reactor Hellion after 1 racks expand, and I'm kind of interested in if this player is going to go the Banshee or cloaked Banshee route. But back to the Zerg player. Well, Zenio is doing the kind of a standard build. He has 1 queen, the second one already in the natural, third one is being built because, you know, he kind of wants some creep tumors on the map, because I see a lot of Zerg players slack off when it comes to creep spread, and this actually it actually hurts the late game a lot. I mean, if your creep spread is really bad, then you don't really have a presence on the map. You can't really harass. You don't quite see your opponent on your creep. that is moving around, and it's kinda it leaves the Terran player to do his shenanigans in a much more comfortable way than he would if the creep was on the map. But anyway, this is actually quite different from what we've seen on Intel Extreme Masters, for example, from MVP, from other Terran players, in that it is a reactor Helion build, but at the same time, Flash is doing is building a third command center. I quite like this because when you do 1-Rex expand, Zerg players have learned that they need a quick third expansion. And as you can see, we are not even 7 minutes into the game, and there's already a third base for Zenio being built. So this is actually a cool thing to do. I don't know what these drones did, but they were quite confused about building evolution chambers. Anyway, a double evolution chamber, there's already a bit of gas being mined. So this kind of looks like a 2-base Ling infestor, with a few significant differences in that we already have an early third base. There's already metabolic boost research, and there's binding nest being built. So this is actually probably going to be just a Ling infestor with a few bindings mixed in to add some flavor into the mid stages of the game. Oh, and this is not the barcode. For people who are asking on the chat, this is not the barcode because people on the Korean server, when they have Smurf accounts, which are accounts that they use to train without revealing their identity, this is an account that the name is capital I and small l's. So this is like ILIL or LLLILLI or something like that, and it actually, you know, you don't know who you are playing against, and that's the purpose of it, to be stealthy, like a ninja on the battle.net. But well, let's focus on the Terran player for a bit. Reactor on the starport, so there's quite an early medivacs, I'd say. 9 minutes into the game already medivacs being built. And well, Flash was known in Brood War for really amazing drops. And Zenio, if he knows that this Terran player is Flash, is already preparing for that. Two spore crawlers. Actually, this is not really preparing for the drop, as it's preparing for Banshees and maybe cloaked Banshees, because right now you see a few Hellions. There's really not much of Terran around the map, so Zenio could say, alright, well, he's doing something, so I better prepare for cloaked Banshee, because this is what could catch me unawares. And it won't come, it just won't come. These 3 spore clawers may prove themselves useful when the drops come, and I believe that they will come soon. But right now Flash is trying well, a simple push. 2 medivacs, a few marines, 1 more order. We already have stim packs, so it's only a matter of +1/+1 and the combat shield being researched. A few creep tumors destroyed, and there's already a spine crawler in place. Nice scan, so the more creep tumors he destroys right now, the better. In the later stages of the game, right now, as you can already see, there's no active creep tumors over here, and the only active creep tumors we see are over here. So this actually hurts Zenio quite a bit, I'd say. He can defend against this push, but right now Zenio can spread his creep. Oh, there's a few creep tumors over here. This creep tumor is gonna get destroyed again. So yeah, Zenio has to be pissed about that. But on the other hand, he still has less supply than his opponent. I mean, when you build Zerglings, I guess it's to be expected that you are not big in supply, because they are not like roaches. Roaches are cheap, they take 2 supply, and you know, you can fill up your supply quote quite quickly. Especially in PvZ, when you can, you know, be maxed out in 13th minute of the game, but this is not the case over here. So what will Zenio do? He's building his 4th base. We already see pathogen lands being researched in the infestation pit and macro hatchery over here. 3rd base for Terran already in place, quite well defended, I'd say. A few siege tanks, a lot of marines and marauders. These units have +1/+1, so they are quite resilient at this stage of the game, especially that especially since Zerg player also takes care of his upgrades. So right now we are going to see, well, quite of an even run when it comes to upgrades. +2/+2 will be earlier for the Zerglings, and there's one Viking, only one Viking, scouting and trying to destroy a few overlords. This is quite cool because this Viking reminds me, oh, a few Hellions. You do not want to lose these Hellions right now. They could prove themselves useful, if only for a few seconds, to destroy a few more Zerglings and to, you know, get the splash damage. To turn the tide of battle just a bit in your favor. So you do not want to lose these Hellions just like that. But anyway, a lot of Zerglings, a lot of Banes, and Zenio will have to drop some amazing fungal growths. 3 siege tank, excuse me, 3 siege tanks already on the field, and Flash with 183 supply against 158 is looking really strong right now. 1/4 supplies when it comes to the army against 67. So this is quite scary for Zenio. He cannot engage into this army. This is well protected, and the fort base he really has to evacuate every single drone he has over here, because right now I don't think he can defend this. I don't think he can defend against this push, but he will try nevertheless. At the same time, there's a small attack, but one siege tank, a few marines will take short walk of that. Where's more units for Zenio? I mean, he's 176 supply against already a maxed out Terran. 3 Ultras being built, but the Cocoons will take a few more minutes before they are hatched. And right now this is a really tough spot for Zenio. He's losing his fort base. He already has another fifth or de facto fort base. The Viking already spotted that. As you can see, this is already on the radar for Flash, who is moving his forces into the third base. A few Zerglings jumping onto the Marines. They are 2-2. Already 3-3 research for both of these parties. And right now Zenio is trying to flank his enemy along with a few Zerglings that are waiting in the third base. The Spineko is going to fall. Are we gonna see? He's not going to flank. He's just going for an all-out assault from the front. Actually, from the front of his third base. Every single unit for Flash is on the creep, save for these that are on the high ground. So. This could be quite tough. This could be quite tough for Flash to hold this position. Alpha is already charging with the Zerglings and Banes trying to connect with the Marines. One mediocre fungal, but every single siege tank is going to get destroyed, and Flash is repelled like a bug with a bug spray. Actually, these are bugs running down for Zenio down the down lane, the downward lane of this map. 3 Spinkos are not going to be enough for Zenio to defend his base, and his hatchery is being focused. He's gonna lose this hatchery, and this is actually a huge blow for the Terran's economy. But at the same time, Flash lost a few units, and right now Zenio kinda on the back foot, as is the case with Flash too. But Flash has the advantage of drops, has the advantage of a good defensive position, and Zenio cannot really crack this Terran nut that has layered itself with the few supply depots, with another orbital command, another command center being built. And right now I don't know if Zenio can assault this position. This is actually a quite good position for the Terran player, but he's going to move out with a few siege tanks trying to establish his fourth base. Right now, fourth and fifth base for Zenio are being built. This Viking is doing absolutely nothing. And, well, this has to be a planetary fortress. I don't see any other building over here. A small run by, I think he destroyed one tank over the... Oh, he's going to destroy, a tech lab, and that's probably going to be it. If he's going to take these barracks. But losing 2 Ultras to absolutely nothing to a few Marines is actually a bad thing to do. I don't know what Zenio thought about this. He tried to assault the third base, but this didn't really do much damage. A double octo drop from Flash, doing some damage on the overlords, but already Marines and Zerglings with a few Banes at the correct spot to defend against. Are we gonna see a fungal? Oh my god, this could have been devastating for this drop. And actually one of the medivacs is going to die with a full load. The second one is going to drop behind the mineral line. Actually, the remains of the mineral line. There's already a few Corruptors, so these 2 drops didn't really do much damage. But at the same time, when Zenio's army is preoccupied with the double drop, Flash is moving into a great position near the third base of his near the fourth base of his enemy. This hatchery will have a really a huge problem of staying alive, but we see Zenio actually not paying attention. He's just gonna assault the planetary fortress that's over here. I'm kind of wondering if this is a good idea, because he's losing this base, but at the same time he already has a fifth base over here and he's reinforcing it with a few spine crawlers. So this is actually, I'm kind of inclined to say that this is actually a good trade for Zenio. They both traded one base, but already Zenio has one more. So this is a good blow into Flash's economy. Flash's economy. A few ultras. Are we gonna see any broodlords? I'm kind of wondering. There's already a greater spire, but well, Zenio is already almost maxed out, so I guess he has to wait a bit. Another drop in the main, targeting the spawning pool. These marines are free, so they are mowing down the buildings of any actually any race like a fresh lawn. And yeah, this drop is going to get repaired, but not after the spawning pool got demolished. And right now Flash is trying to push into the third, but he's unsieging a few siege tanks. One siege tank is not going to be able to siege. Good fungals on the marines, another fungal on the marines and the medivacs, and this is actually going to get cleaned up really quickly. Even the medivacs are going to get oh, actually he's not going to clean this up. A few units coming to help. Greater spy going down. There's another drop in the fourth base, and a few drones already feeling the pain as they are getting destroyed by the marines and one marauder. Zenio being attacked in 3 places at once. Amazing multitasking by Flash, and this is actually so good by Flash. So sick. Third base is going to go down, and this is horrible for Zenio. He's being targeted in 3 places at once. His fourth base destroyed as well. So sick, absolutely sick by Flash to drop in 2 places and attack in the third one. The benefits of this attack: there's 2 destroyed hatcheries, greater spire non-existent at this point of time, but is Flash overextending himself right now? There's not really many units over here, and Zenio is going to clean this up quite handily. The problem is that there's already another planetary fortress with quite a few dozen SCVs, and actually there's 9 mules over here, 9 mules in this mirror line, which brings Terran's economy to a total grant of 3,000 minerals and 700 gas. He's trying to assault this planetary fortress in the works, but Flash is already over there to defend this vital expansion. Another drop is going to try and destroy the Ultra Cavern. 1 transfusion from the Queen, and Queen is going to well, with the few seconds he's going to be able to defend against this. The Queen is getting targeted though. This is 4 armor Queen, so it's not going to fall this quick, but at the same time Zenio is trying to counterattack. This counterattack is actually doing a lot of damage. The Queen went down, but the 2 marines are not really targeting the Ultra Cavern, are not really stimped or anything. There's an attack on the third base. Zenio is dishing out a lot of damage, destroying 1 orbital command, forcing Flash to lift another one that is already on fire, and Flash's army is trying to defend against that. Ultras are 5 armor, actually 6 armor, because they have 1 armor when they come out of the eggs, of the cocoons, with no upgrades. So this is actually a great game. I'm so happy I chose this game. This is actually so fantastic. 170 against 147 plus 2 air weapons being researched for Flash, who is also building more marines, more marauders, a few siege tanks also, and the Ultra Cavern is going to go down. He's targeting the infestation pit. Zenio's army way out of a position to defend against this drop, and even though the medivac got destroyed, this is actually a great drop for Flash. Zenio right now, well, if I can find the hatchery, we would love, but we're gonna get back to this later, because Zenio is counter-attacking. He's going to force the lift on the orbital's command again. Oh really? 1 orbital goes down. The other 2 that were being built are destroyed instantly. A few marauders and marines trying to repel this attack, but are we gonna see Zenio just turn around and smash his opponent into the face? A few queens going down, but the majority of the army went went away in time. The thing is, we have maxed out Terran against 140 from Liquid Zenio. A few Banes destroying the Marines, but this is not going to be enough to defend against this attack. And Flash again with the perfect multitasking to defend in his base and at the same time assault his enemy in his third base. The Marines have to be dropped really soon because this medevac is not going to last long against the Spore Crawler. A few drones being destroyed again. This is fantastic. This is fantastic from Flash. 60 drones against 35 SCVs destroyed in this map, and 1 Marine left over here to prevent from building another base. Well, this medevac could be doing something different. I'm kind of wondering as to what Flash will do, what Zenio will do, because right now I don't think Zenio has much options. I mean, if he drops, if he assaults his enemy right here, and if he drops, actually, does he have any infestors? I think he doesn't have any infestors, so I think this is the GG moment for Zenio. He has 150 supplies against maxed out Terran with amazing upgrades. He has amazing upgrades himself, but this actually evens out the chances when it comes to playing, you know, limit versus limit. But Zenio is going to assault the third base. A few SCVs paying the highest price for staying in this base. Zerg is now going to move back, and Zenio is getting some benefits from this assault, grabbing 2 tanks. Third tank is trying to siege. It's going to be successful at that. A lot of Marines and Marauders trying to defend, and right now we have a drop in the main. Banning is being destroyed. What can Zenio build right now? He can build Zerglings, and that's it. He cannot build any other unit than Zerglings, and he only has his natural with 1 gas and 1 drone in the gas. He has this, well, second base, de facto second base, and the third one that's at the bottom right location. Hive down. This is actually terrible for Zenio. He's being demolished. He's being pulled apart like an onion. And I'm actually gonna cry. I'm actually gonna cry in a minute because this is painful. This is actually painful for Zenio. Flash maxed out with a lot of Marines and Marauders, a few medevacs to heal these units with a lot of energy. 1 Stimpack, and this expansion is absolutely vital for Zenio. Is he going to defend this? Banelings connecting with the Marines and Marauders. Zerglings swarming in from the above, while Ultralists are trying to defend, and he's going to be successful at this defense. The thing is that we are not seeing any infestors, so this is actually terrible, because if there were any infestors over here, these Marines and Marauders would not load into the medevacs, and they would not unload, because these medevacs would be dead. This hatchery will go down, and right now Flash can lose every single of these units, and actually he can just lift off because there's no anti-air capacity for Zenio. 123 supply against 98. Only now Zenio is getting a few Corruptors to defend against the drops and defend against the medevacs, to destroy a few medevacs. The problem for double planetary fortress, I like that. The problem for Zenio is that he only has 1 hatchery mining minerals and gas, whereas there's another command center being dropped for Flash. Already he has this base mining minerals. There's really not many minerals over here, so it actually evens out the chances a bit. But then Flash can just move his SCVs over here. He killed 63 drones against 43 SCVs lost, but then he doesn't really have many SCVs. 34 against 41, and this is actually this hatchery is not really even gonna get cancelled. This actually looks like a lost game for Zenio, but at the same time he's building 24 Zerglings. He's trying to re-establish his base at the bottom right location. He's actually building a base at the 12 o'clock position, so this is actually going to be of some benefit to him if he can build that base. Because right now Flash can just go there and scout that. He already has 1 more orbital. I don't know why every single SCV got pulled from here, because there's already too many SCVs over here, so Flash is not really paying attention to what he should do when it comes to the mineral saturation in both of his bases. We have Lair on the way, so like we are 33 minutes into the game, and there's a lair being built for Zerg. I'd like that to sink in. All right. So so right now there's already not much chance for Zenio to do anything really. He has ultras, he has good upgrades, he has a few corruptors and such, but at the same time, well, Flash is maxed out. He's maxed out. He's gonna assault this hatchery again, and at the same time he's gonna drop what is he gonna drop actually? He's gonna drop the natural, I believe. Yep, he's gonna drop the natural, but at the same time there's a spine crawler over there. There's one marauder targeting the spore crawler. This hatchery is not gonna get destroyed, and at the same time he's gonna destroy the spore crawler and the spine crawler. Both 3 marauders and 2 marines is not enough to defend to hold position. Over here, 1 queen destroyed, 4 marauders trying to destroy as much as possible before they get taken out by the Zerglings. And right now, is he gonna... No, he's not gonna get the hatchery. Another assault, is he gonna focus the hatchery? This is actually terrible for Zenio. He's losing this vital hatchery, and his opponent right now has a lot more income. I've no idea why there aren't any SCVs over here. 2 SCVs mining minerals, no SCVs in gas, and this is actually really bad because Flash has 160 gas, but he's not mining any minerals. I mean, he has a lot of minerals, but he's not mining any gas. He has 22 gas, and that's it. He doesn't have any gas. So this is actually, what is he thinking? What is he thinking right now? I mean, refinery being built, and well, it's kind of looking like that Flash is going to lose this. I mean, that Flash is going to win this. He has a planetary fortress over here, 2 planetary fortresses over here with an orbital command, so he can just fly around and, you know, establish a base over here, or he could if there wasn't a hatchery over here already. At the same time, Zenio already has this base. Well, this base mining minerals too, and this base being built again, and Flash doesn't know about the other base. He's destroying the hatchery, he destroyed the main basically. The evolution chambers can only research +2 attack right now. So so right now I'm thinking that there could be something interesting that in that Flash could lose this game actually, because if Zenio defends against the drops, and if Zenio assaults this base, this is the last base of Flash, this is the last base for Flash that is mining minerals. At the same time, Zenio has this base and already is mining minerals from this base, so actually this is actually not looking really fantastic for Flash, I'd say. The only problem for Zenio is that he doesn't have any infestors. And this is a huge mistake, actually a terrible mistake for Zenio, because he has 153 supply. If he had any infestors, he could assault, he could harass, but we have a huge engagement. Banelings moving in with the Zerglings and Ultras. There's still 5 Ultras over here, and Flash is going to get destroyed. Flash in a terrible spot right now. 100 supply for Zenio against 122 for Flash, and Flash has to move back, and right now he doesn't really have any minerals left. He has 3 mineral patches over here and 5 mineral patches over here, so this is gonna be, well, there's a few more minerals over here, but right now Zenio has 3 bases over here, and well, 3 mineral patches over here. So this is actually terrible. This is actually really terrible for Flash, I'd say. But Zenio still doesn't have any infestors, and I'm kind of wondering why, because he has an infestation pit. He could build infestors, and he doesn't. He's not building any infestors because this could really help. 1 infestor over here, 1 over here, and you could really stop the drops. You could really catch the Terran's army right here, and he's not doing that. He's not doing. There's no siege tanks. Only now he's building infestors, but this base is going to get destroyed. And actually, Zenio, well, Zenio is looking good. Is looking really good, but he needs infestors, right? If he builds infestors, he can win this game. So Flash doesn't really have any minerals left. There's 30 SCVs wailing away at 2 mineral fields. He needs this base to be saturated right now. He needs to transfer these SCVs, and he's not doing that at all. He needs to drop some mules over here, and actually this base could get destroyed. I mean, he will force the lift. He will force the lift, and if Flash doesn't lift, he will get. Oh my God, this could be huge. This could be absolutely huge. If Flash is going to get caught in this position, this is actually going to be absolutely terrible. Flash is moving his forces over here. He's trying to assault this base, but the drops are getting fungal, and this is what I meant. This is how you do it. This is how you do it. The Medivacs being destroyed. Yep, these Medivacs are gonna get destroyed. One Medivac goes down, the second one is, well, basically dead, but Zenio is moving towards Flash's army, and Flash is steaming to defend against this, well, attack another base, but this base is, well, there's a lot of technology over here, and if this technology gets destroyed, Flash could get back in this game, but is this going to be enough? 170 supply again from Zenio against 152, and the armies are 120 supply against 104. The Hive goes down, Bailington goes down, Infestation Pit goes down, everything goes down, but Flash is surrounded. Well, he's not really surrounded because these were only broodlings, but there's a few fungals. Banelings destroying everything, Medivacs going down to Corruptors. Are we gonna see another fungal on the Medivacs? No, we will not, because there's no fungal energy. But this base is ripe for picking, and he's going to destroy this base. He's going to absolutely destroy this base, and every single SCV in it is going to die. Alter is doing a massive splash damage, and right now Flash has 14 SCVs against 46 drones. 46 drones on 2 walking bases. I don't know how Zenio did it, but he did it. He won this game. We have few Marines trying to do something, trying to do anything, but they're just gonna get splattered. And Flash leaves the game. Absolutely amazing. Absolutely amazing from Flash. When it comes to mid-game, Flash was amazing. But Zenio and his late game, and Flash, a few key mistakes lost him the game. And this game was amazing, I have to say. That was great. Alright, so we have some Twitch problems, so I'm just gonna restart Twitch, and I'm just gonna end this. So this is gonna be in a few parts. Because this is how I roll. Anyway, we are going to see each other in the next game pretty soon.